Good afternoon, YouTubers. It is 2:33 p.m. on the 25th of February, 2013. Woohoo! 39 degrees out. I wonder if we're going to hit that 40 mark today. Woohoo! Alright, and I'm going to continue with the introduction. Well, it's Christ, the way, the truth, the light. The introduction. Are you okay, little man? Alright, so the last part was where I had put on there that I did all of Isaiah 42. So we are at which truth, as upon the one hand, it should encourage all to choose him for their leader, and give up themselves unto him, who is so tender of his followers. Very tender. Jesus loves his followers. So, upon the other hand, it should rebuke such as are ready to entertain evil and hard thoughts of him, as if he were an hard master, and ill to be followed, and put all from entertaining the least thought of his untenderness and want of compassion. But moreover, this is two, because we had one up in the last one, we see that weakness and corruption breaking out in believers, when they are honest and ingenuously laid open before the Lord, will not fear him away, but rather engage him the more to help and succour. Much of Thomas, his weakness and corruption appeared in what he said, yet the same being honest and ingenuously laid open to Christ, not out of a spirit of contradiction, but out of desire to learn. Christ is so far from thrusting him away, that he rather condescendeth the more, out of love and tenderness, to instruct him better, and clear the way more fully. And that because, 1, he knoweth our mould and fashion, how feckless and frail we are, and that he should deal with us according to our folly. We should quickly be destroyed. 2, he is not as a man, hasty, rash, proud, but gentle, loving, tender, and full of compassion. 3, it is his office and proper work to be an instructor to the ignorant, and a helper of our infirmities and weakness, a physician to bind up and cure our sores and wounds. Who would not then willingly give up themselves to such a teacher that will not thrust them to the door, nor give up to themselves always, when their corruptions would provoke them thereunto? And what a madness is this in many, to stand aback from Christ because of their infirmities, and to scour at him because of their weakness, when the more corruption we find, the more we should run to him. And it is soon enough to depart from Christ that he thrusts us away, and saith, he will have no more to do with us. Yea, he will allow us to stay after we are thrice thrust away. Only let us take heed that we approve not ourselves in our evils, that we hide them not as unwilling to part with them, that we obstinately maintain them not, nor ourselves in them, but that we lie open before him and deal with him with honesty, ingenuous, and plainness. I want to go back to where, up at the, to get off. I'm gonna continue with this per se, but on a sidetrack to where it's gonna be the same thing, but it's my own words now, because the next one is section 3. But when I was reading, I had like a little flash of light that said, hey, you might want to talk about this, because too many of my children are doing this. We see that weakness and corruption breaking out in believers, breaking out in everybody, you know, weakness, corruption, and instead of standing with our brothers and sisters when they have a slight difference of opinion than we do, what do? Do you kindly try to talk to them and explain Christ to them, Yahweh to them, Yahushua to them? Or do you jump to, God is right, you're wrong? You know how many times I've jumped on people? And I'll admit it. I've jumped on them thinking that they jumped on me first, when all they were trying to do was offer their opinion. We're not supposed to downgrade our brothers and sisters. We're not supposed to put them down for their beliefs. We're supposed to do our best to follow in Jesus' footsteps. Love, kindness, compassion. Stuff you don't see too much. You don't see compassion when people feel they have been injured and somebody saying you're wrong or your beliefs are wrong or there is no God, you're stupid for believing that. No, you're not supposed to outright jump on them and say, you're going to hell, my brother. You're supposed to help them and love them. And even if they don't change their way of thinking, you're still supposed to love your brothers and sisters, regardless of their way of thinking. Are you Christ? Can you change their mind? Are you Yahweh? Can you part the Red Sea? Can you make anybody change the way they're thinking? By jumping in their face and yelling at them and telling them that they're wrong? No. You want somebody to listen to you and to take what you say and your opinions, then talk to them as if they're humans. Speak to them as if they have a heart, a heart, a mind of their own. It's not your place to tell them they're going to hell. It's your place to Yes, it is your place to try to inform them, but if they've already been down that road and chose their way, don't keep trying to force your way on somebody. That's your way, my brothers and sisters. Whether it's God's way or not, they will have to deal with Yahweh in their time. Don't hate on them because they don't think your way. I don't hate that person that called me the Antichrist. I love that person. I love every single one of them. I may not agree with what they say or how they may attack with what my beliefs are, but that is our free will, our free opinionated minds. We were giving free will for a reason. Free will, brothers and sisters. Free will. If God is not going to intervene and change their minds, yeah, you're supposed to try to lead them to see God's way, but if they don't, then don't continue. Don't keep trying to force your way. Accept them for who they are, love them for who they are, and move on. Don't hate them because they may not agree that there's a God up there. Don't hate them because they don't agree with everything that might be wrote in the Bible. That's their opinion, brothers and sisters. Take a walk in an atheist's steps before you judge an atheist. Take a walk in a conspiracy theorist's steps before you judge that conspiracy theorist. Yeah, right. That one would be a really big thing to do, huh? Walk a mile in somebody else's shoes? Yeah, I know, I'm asking for quite a bit there, ain't I? That's like that love one another. Treat everybody else the way that you want them to treat you. Yeah, I know, I'm asking for a lot. I know. It's all he's asking for. Honor, respect each other. How hard is that? If you don't have nothing nice to say, shut your damn mouth and move the hell on. If you got a question, ask it. Don't be snippy. And if you think they're being snippy and their way of saying it, answer it the nicest way you can and move on, people. YouTube was not invented to have bloodbaths. It was so that people could express their opinion. Opinions. Are you God? Because I'm not. Everything I express, unless it's been a known fact, which, unless I'm speaking about myself personally, there is no known facts. The only known fact that there is, that I speak, is my name is Nicole Long. I love you, brothers and sisters, and I wish that peace be with all of you guys, that God blesses all of you guys, and then I hope I see every single one of you brothers and sisters in heaven. Shalom, peace be with you. I love you guys.